Hi everybody, I'm back again. This is my second video. I hope you enjoyed the first. If you haven't watched it, please go ahead and do so. Today, I want to be talking to you about friends and the people around you. I think it's really important to have people in your life that you can trust, people that you can speak to about things that might be bothering you, people you can rejoice with, so on and so forth. So when we talk about friends, real friends that is, we talk about the people that, not necessarily that you've grown up with from when you're little, but people that come into your life, to help better you, so to speak. People who come into your life to lift you up, people who come into your life to encourage you. And I think it's really important to have those sorts of people around you. And I think a number one quality of having a friend is someone who can be positive. Always having, something good to say. And even if they are saying something, that you don't necessarily want to hear, I think the way they put it is really important. So you want friends who are positive, but you also want friends who are honest to you. If I'm around a bunch of people and we're out eating and, I'm getting a bit excited with my food and maybe something's on my cheek or something, I would want my friend to tell me that you've got something on your cheek. For her to sit there or for him to sit there and watch me eat and embarrass myself with something on my face, I don't really think I could call that person a friend because, it's like they don't really care about your well-being. I think it's important that you have people who, yes, they may sometimes be busy, but people who have time for you, people who will take time and, I'm not saying they necessarily die for you, but people who will take time, maybe sacrifice a lot of their time, money, skills, whatever it is, talents to help you out when you need to. And, I don't think being a friend is a one-way thing either. Not that because I give you £1 today, you must give me £1 tomorrow. It should be that, I am there for you, but you need to be there for me as well. So it's not just about having great friends around you, it's also about being a great friend. I think as you get older, you realise that the circle that you might have hung around with in school or college kind of, minimises. So you might have been hanging around with 20, 25 people in your gang or, group, whatever you want to call it. So for me, for example, I used to hang around with about 20 girls, and within that group of 20, so to speak, there were little subgroups. And it was hard because there were a lot of problems between us all, but as we've grown up, you realise that everyone has dispersed, everyone's gone to do their own thing. Yes, I still talk to a lot of the people that I went to school with, but I can't say that I'm still strongly close to those 20 people. I really bless God because it's helped me to grow, it's helped me to mature, and I really hope they feel the same way. It's not that I have anything against them, but people grow apart. And you need to understand that people are in your life for reasons, people are in your life for a certain time frame, and you will lose people around you sometimes. And as you grow, as you mature, the fact of the matter is you might not, necessarily need all of the people that you were once around you. So friends who are positive, friends who are honest with you, friends who I think will not hesitate to defend you as well, I think is really important. So it's one thing if you're giving a reason for other people to talk about you, that's another ball game altogether. But I think if you're genuinely living your life the best way you know how, doing everything that is right in your sight morally and everything like that, and people talk about you, God knows they will talk about you because, that's what human beings do. They talk, gossip, however you want to put it, female, male, doesn't matter, old, young, people talk. So I think that if you're not present and people are talking about you, you come up in a conversation and people are talking about you, people who may know you, people who may not know you, and your friends or your so-called friends are around, and what the people are saying isn't, number one, necessarily true, isn't necessarily a favourable thing. They might be trying to tarnish your reputation, so to speak. Whatever it is, anything that's sort of negative, that friend, if they are a true friend, should be able to defend you. And, you know, sometimes it's even to the extent that maybe you have done wrong, but they still go that far to defend you because you are their friend. And, you know, they're not looking at you because of your faults. They're looking at you for, you know, the good things in you. And I think that's also another quality of having great friends. The fact that they can look inside of you and see great things about you. They know that you're not perfect, but they love the person that you are. I mean, I love the people that are around me. I love the fact that, you know, I'm completely free, completely comfortable with them. We can share anything, and I'm not scared about what they're going to say behind my back. You know, I can genuinely say that I have a good set of people around me, and I know that they would defend me if it came to that. I mean, I would do the same for them. So I would hope they'd understand that I'm a true friend. There are times when we get ourselves into, you know, maybe bits of disagreements and things, but that's the best thing about having friends, that even if you do disagree on something, you can agree to disagree. You don't have to fight about it. You can just say, you know what, you think that, I think this, leave it at that. And then you're both mature enough to move on. It doesn't affect your friendship, because if you allow anything to get in the way of your friendship with someone, then you need to question as to really, is that really a friendship? So other characteristics of really good friends are people that, you know, how can I put it? People that when you walk together, like, you feel good with, your spirit bears witness with them, so to speak. So, you know, you don't have a bad feeling. You don't feel, you know, scared around them. You don't feel danger around them. You don't feel shy around them. You don't feel any sort of negative vibes around them, because I believe as human beings, whether you believe you're spiritual or not, we have these feelings inside of us. You know when you're approaching danger. You know when you're approaching, you know, approaching an atmosphere that feels a bit weird, or you're enjoying it, or you get a feeling about things and people. And I believe that your spirit bears witness with your friends. You agree on a lot of things. You have a lot of common ground. That's another trait, another characteristic that you can share with someone who's a true friend of yours. You have a lot of common ground, and that's why you can sit on the phone for, like, I don't know, hours and upon hours and talk with each other and laugh and joke, because you've got that common ground. You share common interests. And I believe another trait, another characteristics of really true good friends are people who will lift you up. Even if you're in shame, in disgrace, you know, you might have done something that's just to you so bad, but they lift you up and they say it's not so bad. This is the case. This is what you need to do. They offer you their counsel without a price tag attached to it. And I think that's so important. They give you things and don't expect things back. It's not something that you need to take advantage of them, but they're really quick to help you. They're really quick to lend a helping hand. So I think these are really important characteristics to kind of measure your friends. I'm not saying go and cut off every single person around you now because they don't match up to everything that I've said, but I think from time to time you really need to be assessing not just other people around you. You need to really be assessing yourself. You need to be assessing, you know, am I being a good friend to someone else? Are my communication skills with them, you know, effective? Have I offended them in any way? Am I speaking to them in the right tone? Am I addressing certain things correctly with them? You know, am I offending them? You need to really be thinking about these things and constantly assessing yourself, because the Bible talks about, you know, how can you talk about a speck in your brother's eye when you have a log in your own eye? So it's really about looking at yourself first, I think, before you go and assess the people around you, and thinking about what you can do to be the best friend that you can be, and to be a support and a pillar for someone else. Because, you know, your friend, they might see themselves as being really weak, but you're the stronger vessel for them, so to speak. So, you know, your strength, as I said in the previous video, your gift isn't for you. So your strength might be a gift for somebody else, your friends, for example, to help them through, you know, tough times, and to lift them up and to help strengthen them. And, you know, I think it's really important to just look at these few things, look at your life, look at the people you hang around with, look at the people who call you friends. who call you a friend, and look at, you know, the people you call friends, and really kind of assess the situation. And there may be some people that you might need to drop because they might be hindering your advancement. You know, they might be bringing you down. There might be the reason as to why you're down every day. You feel so-called depressed and things like that. So I really think it's important that we have a look at ourselves to make sure we're the best people we can possibly be to our friends and to those around us. And then to look around us, immediately around us, the people who call our friends. Do we need to keep them close, or do we need to distance ourselves? I hope you enjoyed this video. God bless. Take care.